Today, we're cutting through the noise with a clear, science-backed explanation from a medical perspective. In this video, we're going to take a balanced, factual look at what happens when you ejaculate every day. You won't get a simple yes or no answer here because the truth is far more nuanced than that. We'll explore what the latest research says about both the benefits and the potential drawbacks of frequent ejaculation, and how the right balance might depend on your age, your hormones, and your overall health. We'll start with 5 surprising benefits backed by real studies, ranging from hormone balance and prostate health to mood, stress, and even cognitive clarity. Then we'll discuss 5 possible downsides that men often overlook, like fatigue, dopamine desensitization, and how excessive stimulation can affect testosterone and motivation over time. The goal isn't to tell you what to do, it's to give you the facts so you can make smarter choices for your own body. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete understanding of how ejaculation frequency impacts not just your reproductive system, but also your energy, mood, and long-term performance. And trust me, some of these findings might surprise you. Before we dive in, do me a quick favor, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Every week, I break down men's health topics most guys are too embarrassed to ask about. Everything from hormones and sexual health to energy, confidence, and vitality. If you care about taking control of your health and performance, you're in the right place. Now, let's get into it. Starting with the 5 biggest benefits science says you might experience if you ejaculate every day. Let's talk about what really happens inside your body when you ejaculate every single day. And trust me, it's more fascinating than most men realize. Every release sets off a chain reaction of powerful biochemical events that affect your brain, hormones, sleep, heart, and even your immune system. Think of it as a full body reset, but like anything in biology, balance is everything. First, let's start with the feel-good effect. When you ejaculate, your brain unleashes a potent mix of pleasure hormones, endorphins, dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin. Endorphins act like natural painkillers and mood elevators, giving you that sense of bliss and calm. Dopamine is your brain's reward chemical, lighting up the same pathways activated by success, love, or achievement. Oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone, promotes intimacy, relaxation, and emotional connection. And serotonin, the mood stabilizer, helps you feel grounded, content, and at peace. Together, this chemical cocktail explains why you feel calm, happy, and mentally reset after an orgasm. Over time, these natural releases can help lower stress and even protect you from anxiety and depression. The second major benefit, better sleep. If you've ever felt drowsy after sex or masturbation, that's not a coincidence. After ejaculation, your body releases prolactin, a hormone that induces relaxation and sleepiness. Combined with the stress-relieving effects of oxytocin and endorphins, your nervous system shifts from high alert to deep calm. It's nature's built-in sedative. For men who struggle with restless nights or insomnia, this natural sleep switch can be a game changer, helping you fall asleep faster and wake up more refreshed. The third benefit might surprise you, a stronger heart and better blood flow. During arousal and orgasm, your heart rate increases, blood vessels expand, and circulation improves throughout the entire body, not just below the belt. This process, called vasodilation, boosts oxygen and nutrient delivery to your muscles and organs. It's like a micro-workout for your circulatory system, and over time, it can help lower blood pressure and support cardiovascular health. In short, sex isn't just good for pleasure, it's literally good for your heart. Now, the fourth benefit is one of the most important, prostate protection. Research from Harvard University, which followed more than 30,000 men over nearly 20 years, found that men who ejaculated 21 or more times per month had a significantly lower risk of developing prostate cancer compared to those who did so less frequently. The theory is simple but powerful. Regular ejaculation flushes out the prostate, helping remove potentially harmful substances and aging cells that can lead to inflammation or even cancerous changes. While this isn't a guaranteed shield, it's one of the most compelling natural strategies for long-term prostate health. And finally, daily ejaculation may even support your immune system. Studies show that sexual arousal and orgasm can boost levels of key antibodies like immunoglobulin A, IgA, your body's first line of defense against bacteria and viruses. Add to that the fact that regular sexual activity reduces stress, and since chronic stress weakens immunity, you've got a simple, natural way to help your body stay more resilient against illness. But of course, there's another side to this story, and it's critical to understand it. Daily ejaculation can cross a line from healthy release into compulsive behavior. If it's a conscious choice that fits your lifestyle and doesn't interfere with your responsibilities or relationships, it's probably fine. But if you feel an overwhelming need to do it, where it's no longer about pleasure but relief from anxiety, boredom, or stress, it can start rewiring your brain's reward system. That's when dopamine desensitization begins. You may need more stimulation to feel the same satisfaction, which can reduce motivation, lower energy, and even numb your emotional connection to real intimacy. The key takeaway? Moderation and intention matter. Daily ejaculation isn't automatically bad, but it's not automatically beneficial either. It depends on why and how you do it. When done consciously, it can boost mood, reduce stress, and support your health. When it becomes compulsive, it can drain your focus, confidence, and drive. If you're finding this breakdown helpful, take a second to subscribe and turn on notifications. Every week, we dive deep into men's health, real science, real talk, to help you optimize your energy, hormones, and longevity without the confusion or hype. Stick around, because next we're covering the potential downsides of daily ejaculation and what science says about how to find the perfect balance for your body. Let's talk about the other side of the coin, the potential downsides of ejaculating every day. Because while there are real benefits, there are also important things most men never consider. This isn't about judgment, it's about awareness and balance. The second potential issue is that daily ejaculation can become an emotional escape. Many men unconsciously use masturbation as a quick fix for stress, anxiety, or sadness. And it makes sense that rush of dopamine and oxytocin gives instant relief, like a temporary mental reset. But here's the catch. If that becomes your only way of coping, you start relying on it to manage emotions instead of actually addressing them. Over time, this can dull your emotional resilience. Instead of learning how to calm your mind through healthier outlets like exercise, meditation, or honest conversation, you end up using pleasure as a bandage, not a solution. The key isn't to stop entirely, it's to make sure it's not replacing the real tools that build emotional strength. The third potential problem is fertility impact. If you're trying to conceive, this matters. Your body constantly produces sperm, but it takes about 72 hours to fully replenish and mature new sperm cells. When you ejaculate every day, your sperm count per ejaculation can drop slightly, simply because your body doesn't have enough time to rebuild its reserves. For most men, this isn't an issue at all. Your body still functions normally. But for couples actively trying to conceive, spacing ejaculations every 2 to 3 days can improve sperm concentration and increase the chances of fertilization. It's not about stopping, it's about timing and awareness. And the fourth issue is one that surprises many men, a drop in desire itself. It sounds ironic, right? But ejaculating too frequently can actually lower libido over time. Here's why. When your brain's reward system is constantly flooded with dopamine and pleasure hormones, it starts to adapt. The same stimulation doesn't excite you as much, and your natural sexual spark, that spontaneous drive, can fade. It's similar to how too much caffeine makes you less sensitive to coffee over time. Taking short breaks, even a few days of abstinence, can help reset that system, restoring sensitivity and reigniting desire. And then comes one of the most common and misunderstood consequences: premature ejaculation and erectile dysfunction. If you're constantly masturbating quickly just to reach climax, you're essentially training your body for speed, not endurance. You're conditioning your nervous system to release as soon as stimulation begins. Then, during real intimacy, that same pattern follows, making it harder to control timing or maintain an erection. Over time, performance anxiety builds and the cycle deepens. The more you worry about lasting longer, the harder it becomes to stay relaxed. And that mental pressure can lead to psychological ED. The focus shifts from enjoying pleasure to fearing failure, and that can seriously impact confidence and connection. Here's the truth: none of this means you should stop completely. What matters is balance, awareness, and intention. Ejaculating daily isn't inherently bad, but if it's driven by stress, boredom, or habit, it may be time to pause, reflect, and reset. Your sexual energy is a powerful part of your health. When used consciously, it enhances vitality, focus, and confidence. When it becomes automatic, it can drain them. If this breakdown gave you a new perspective, do me a favor, subscribe and turn on notifications. Every week, we dive deep into real men's health topics. Everything from hormones to energy to longevity, all backed by science and explained in plain English. The goal isn't to shame or scare you, it's to help you understand your body better so you can take back control of it. Remember, a healthy sex life isn't about frequency, it's about awareness, balance, and confidence. So stay curious, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video, where we explore how to restore your energy, drive, and performance naturally, the way your body was designed to work. So, what really happens if you ejaculate every day? After everything we've uncovered, one thing is clear: this isn't a simple good or bad question. It's a complex topic that depends entirely on balance, mindset, and your body's unique rhythm. On one hand, daily ejaculation can absolutely have its perks. It can lift your mood, reduce stress, help you sleep better, and even support your prostate and immune health. Science backs many of these benefits, especially when your overall lifestyle, diet, exercise, and mindset are in check. But on the other hand, it's not without potential downsides. If daily ejaculation becomes something you need rather than something you choose, it can cross into psychological dependency. It can become an emotional escape instead of an expression of pleasure or connection. It might even affect fertility or contribute to issues like premature ejaculation if done mindlessly. The difference between a healthy habit and a harmful one often comes down to awareness. The truth is, there's no perfect number that works for everyone. Your body tells you what's right. If it feels natural, helps you relax, and doesn't interfere with your energy, focus, or relationships, then it's likely healthy for you. But if you notice fatigue, guilt, low desire, or a sense that you're losing control of the behavior, that's your cue to pause, reflect, and reset. Balance isn't about restriction, it's about understanding what helps your body thrive. And remember, your sexual health is an essential part of your overall well-being. If you ever feel uncertain, talk with your doctor or a qualified health professional, not because something's wrong, but because taking charge of your health is the ultimate sign of strength and confidence. If this video gave you real insight, do me a favor, Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Every week, I share science-based, judgment-free conversations about men's health, hormones, and vitality. The goal is simple: to help you stay strong, focused, and confident at every age. Now, I want to hear from you. What's one takeaway from today's discussion that surprised you most? Drop it in the comments and let's open up this conversation. Remember, knowledge isn't just power, it's freedom. Stay curious, stay balanced, and I'll see you in the next video.